So I've worked with Bill Flores in actually really good detail for at least the last 10 years.
I've known Bill Flores as long as I've been at Jaynes, so 26 plus years.
2008, so what, 13 years ago? Going on 14 years now?
The most memorable thing about Bill is consistency. We always kind of knew what to expect from Bill.
Well, Bill is certainly memorable. Probably the thing that will stand out to me through the years is his willingness to challenge me and others in our board meetings and in our area manager meetings. Bill is always willing to take kind of the alternate perspective on things to help generate the right kinds of conversations.
Thanks for all the support, the feedback, and the challenge he brought over the years. Thanks for his dedication, and then good luck over the next few years, and I know we'll be still seeing him, so.
I'll miss him just giving me hell at every opportunity and meetings and really making sure we debate the right things for the right amount of time.
We know he loves art. We know he loves his ranch. We know he loves his family. I'm really excited he gets to spend more and more of his time doing those things that he actually loves.
It's an interesting story about Gordon. I started work in 1995 at Jaynes, and just a few weeks before I left Jaynes, or I started with Jaynes, Gordon left the first time. And then in 2006, I had the great pleasure of interviewing Gordon. He was interested in coming back, so he started again in 2006. So we've worked together the last 15 years.
One of my most memorable times working with Gordon, as we were rolling out this quality program, he was the front man, right? He was putting together and being the one who was training all the superintendents and the project managers. And at some point there was this changing of the guard. Gordon came up and gave me this amazing introduction.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken on some initiatives over his decades at Jaynes. He started the formal quality program. He took on southern New Mexico, and he was pretty laser focused on growing that area. And then, of course, the last 5-6 years he's been head of healthcare.
Gordon, I want Gordon to know that out of all that career, he's in the top 5 guys most influential in my life.
There's no question he will have had a long-lasting impact as we continue to build more and more healthcare projects and continue to develop the relationships that he helped start. I've known Rick Marquardt since the day I started here at Jaynes. He was actually the first person that I interviewed with when I even started thinking about working for Jaynes. So since the winter of 1995.
One of the mantras that has stuck in my head from some leadership videos and leadership books and leadership seminars that I've attended is calm is contagious. And Rick was that for me. No matter what was going on, the challenges, the ups or the downs, Rick was calm. And he gave you the sense that no matter what it was, that you could handle it.
It's that approach to decision making and this idea he has made it clear to all of us through the years of trust but verify.
Smile, laugh, enjoy your family, enjoy your grandkids, all the things that are best and most meaningful in life. I think now he has the time to launch into and enjoy, and so have a good time and enjoy it.
Well, I would hope that he can finally get away from this place and go enjoy Wisconsin and enjoy his grandkids, and I would just want him to know how grateful we are for the years that he gave to us and kind of the steady leadership that he provided for many, many years for all of us.
I first met Robert V. Hill in 1983 when I was an apprentice. I started the apprenticeship program at the OPNCMIA in Albuquerque. He was already a journeyman. Later in his career, around 2000, the early 2000, he actually became the business agent for Local 254 for the cement masons. Greg Krause and I, at that time, we'd actually go and negotiate the union contract with Robert V. Hill. He did that for several years. Later in his career, he gave up being the business agent and he joined the laborers union, and then he got on with Jaynes. He worked with us for the last several years of his career. He worked on I don't know, 5 or 6 of our projects. Enjoy your retirement, and it's certainly well deserved. He's a great guy. He'll be sorely missed.
I've worked with Manuel, I would say, I guess maybe 3.5 years. One real big thing about Manuel Cota is he was an extremely hard worker, and the one thing I always remember, he was always happy. And this is a guy that's setting forms. He's out there hauling lumber. He's in the field all day long, working in the trenches, and no matter the temperature of the day. I remember walking down that job site in Santa Fe, and the temperatures are in the 90s in the summer, and he was always happy to see you. Never asked for anything. One time he asked for a Jaynes hat, which I thought was pretty cool because it shows his pride in the company. But it always kind of excites me to hear his name just because of just who he was. I think the biggest thing is thanks. I don't want to give him any advice because I think he's going to be happy just like he always has been, and he's going to do what he's going to want to do and move from there. So I think the biggest thing is thanks. Just thanks for being who he was and what he was able to do. I've worked with Ray for probably about the last maybe 6 or 7 years. I didn't know who Ray was until I met him. I think it was at a Christmas party. I don't know, probably 12 years ago or so. For some reason, I hadn't met Ray, and he introduced himself to me. And for some reason, I said, the only way I'm gonna remember this guy is he's got the flat top. So that's how I know who Ray Conzen is. That's just always something I remember is Ray's got the flat top. So I think Ray impacted Jaynes in multiple ways, specifically on project levels. Ray always knew what he was doing. He knew what was expected of him, and he always worked to get those tasks done. I'd say thanks for all he's done, for sure. Thanks for, he'd even showed me some values and a few things along the way. Thanks for helping be that example as well, and enjoy the years ahead, and take some time to come visit us. We'll still be here, and you've earned it, and take some rest.
I have worked with Lydia for 3 years, since 2018 when she joined Jaynes. A memorable working experience to me is in 2020. In a world of unknowns, Lydia brought stability to her job. She showed up with her pleasant, joyful spirit, and she was ready to serve and work, and she even reaches out to other departments. I know she's touched marketing, IT, and accounting, just to name a few. Lydia has a big impact on Jaynes, and it's a daily impact. It's from the moment she takes that first call to the moment she takes that last call, to every person that walks into the building and she directs. The postman or subcontractors coming in, and you could tell that they're happy to see her and, have her warm greeting. And I think that's really important to the position at Jaynes. I would like to tell Lydia, congratulations. You've worked hard. You deserve this. And I hope that you take that humble spirit of yours and you continue to touch lives and achieve all that you set out to do in this next chapter of your life.
I came on to Jaynes in 2002, and I didn't run across Matt's path until about 2007 when we did a high school project in Rio Rancho. So 14 or 15 years.
Going on 38 years. Both Matt and I started here when we were both very young men, and we've worked on a lot of projects together.
So I met Matt in like 92 or 93 up in the Farmington office where I was working. We were building Webb Smoke Chevrolet.
Matt's a true leader. He carries himself well and is respected by all the guys. He's not easily flustered or frazzled by whatever gets thrown his way.
One of the things you take away from him is that it's going to be okay. Things happen on projects sometimes and it's not the best, but emotionally he's stable because he's comfortable, I think, with who he is and what he brings to the table.
Hopefully, some of the same traits that he has for himself, where you don't get easily tripped up on smaller issues.
He's only got about 3 days left, so maybe just stay the course and do what he likes to do. Spend some time with his family. He's got a cabin.
I don't think Matt needs any advice. I think he's got all his bases covered with his wife and family and grandkids, and I'm not worried about Matt and his retirement.
Probably just enjoy the rest of your life, Matt. Enjoy your grandkids and your family, and you've done your job. You've taught us all what you can teach us. We're either going to hang on to it or not. I appreciate everything you've done, and you've allowed guys like me and guys younger than me to carry on a tradition that you formulated for us. So thank you. I met Juan on that Las Cruces County Admin or City Admin building, probably since about 2008, 2009. So from the first time to the last time with Juan, my most memories of him, he's always professional. Whether he's at work or whether he's in the community at the grocery store and bumps into Susana Martinez, his shirt's tucked in, he's got a collared shirt on, he's respectful, and just so he represents Jaynes during the day when he's here and on the weekends when he's someplace else. You know, Juan, you've taught a lot of us a lot of things over the years. You're a great carpenter, a good man, and a gentleman. Enjoy your time with your grandkids and have fun. Have fun. You deserve it.